It's 2 a.m. in the UK, but it's much, much earlier in Ohio. And that means we have games aplenty. Time to go on to the control. We're on board with the attacking team to begin with. It's Seattle Surge.
You say games aplenty, we might only have one more map. I mean, if Seattle Surge come out swinging like they did against LAG, it's going to be tough for Rokkr here. Good start to the defensive side of things, though. Just a line across the map, lock it down, but somebody who's been locking it down this entire stage is accuracy. 2-0 to kick things off. And here we go. A route through for Seattle Surge towards B.
And they're going to find something they do not want to take this very, very quickly. Accuracy still alive. You can see Minnesota Rokkr trying to move through the middle, but they found Pred inside as well. There's too many bodies here. Surely that first tick is done. That might be it. Only Afro alive, but Afro gets 2. Falls to Pred. It still might not be enough. The second tick for B is falling. And Seattle Surge are probably sitting there with grins.
I mean, Seattle Surge do all the hard work around field and then say to Pred, yeah, get yourself inside and see what you can do. It's absolute nightmare fuel for Minnesota Rokkr. Pred finds 4 in a row and B is gone in an instant. It's a full, solid 2 minutes for Seattle Surge to now converge over towards A, and the positive for them as well as they can get themselves up to plat. You can see Minnesota Rokkr are haphazardly pushing out of their spawn because they know they can get pinned in, and now Afro's going to put the shots in, but not quite enough. Doesn't finish his dinner. Pred's 5-0. Is under lock and key from Seattle Surge. This one's going up quick.
And they're going to stack it because they know these players are not close. The second tick is through. The third tick is seconds away. Through the door, into the ground. And Seattle Surge, again, it's a fast attacking round for them. It is not slow. It is not steady. It is a blitz. And Rokkr have felt it the same that LAG did.
And what Seattle do just brilliantly, which a lot of teams... well, do tend to do, is the default play. When you get a hold of B, what they did so well there is just push up towards plat. It just has to be one player. Because then if you can, yeah, okay, admittedly, Minnesota Rokkr are going to have some players over towards A. They're going to be trying to lock that down. But because a couple of them have just died so recently as you pick up B, they're spawning over towards the back left side. It's then easy to just pin them in. Then you have the number advantage. You can win the gunfights from there. Easier said than done, of course. But can Minnesota Rokkr answer back? As far as their attacking round percentage, though, it's pretty much average. The defensive rounds are where they have really relied on. When it has come down to LSCLO control, they lose the first one. It's not a good sign. Rokkr plenty of pressure over towards the A side, though. Want to extend this time as soon as they can. Seattle Surge lingering in a few different positions.
Mag ready to attack. Here he goes. There's one, but doesn't find anything else. Afro finds 2 as well. They're keeping this one alive. Accuracy has been sat radio tower for half of an ice age. Eventually moves off of it and finds a kill, but he isn't stopping A anytime soon.
Not much you can do about it from up there if the players position themselves correctly. You can just stop the reinforcements finding a way in. Pred, not much he can do from that position either. Afro very much butted up, but that should be A. Challenges out, gets his 5th, won't get his 6th. Can they translate this pressure from A? That I thought they would have capped. They haven't quite done it yet. No, they will. Can they translate this over towards B, though? 2 players to hit the flank. 2 players hitting from the front. Big gunfight going on over towards blue. Afro looks like he's just gun accuracy. Plenty of pressure from Rokkr towards the back as well. Yeah, Bance is messing with things back here.
All the snake in the world isn't going to save you when you're in no man's land with no support. And 3 players looking. Has had a great start. 1-7 here, Bance, but Afro 9-5 taking his fair share. More than his fair share. Shoulder's going to be strong.
Shot's not quite there. Accuracy here, Pred. Combining now as well, and Cammy. He'll be called out. They know exactly where he is. Pred's going to go on a merry little dance all the way over to up top. Cammy trying to lock this man down. Many in the league cannot do it. Cammy has slipped the net, though. Minnesota Rokkr have got enough time where they can force their way around the outside. Good shots coming in from Camp. 4 and 6 out of him. Looking to try and step it up as a push coming in over towards B once more.
Seattle Surge still have some prime positions top AC. Green is also going to be for them. Cammy is hunting. He is looking for some of these players. He's going to find accuracy as well. With 2 down, Pred back into spawn. This falls on Mac. He will be the player on the flank, and they should know he's not here.
And the stack. It's here, and it may well just be the nail in the coffin. Mac will get taken down on the flank, and here come the rest of Seattle Surge. I don't think they're going to be here in time. Minnesota Rokkr just need one opportunity. It's a really good round from them. It's also just about the play from Cammy. Goes searching for Pred, doesn't find him, but sees an open door down the left-hand side. Finds a kill on transition. takes down accuracy, and all of a sudden Minnesota Rokkr just snap into action. Straight onto the point, and yeah, Mac may well be behind you, but it's so readable. When you find 3 kills towards the front, yeah, what's the last guy going to be? It's probably on the flank. They read it correctly, find the kill, find the round. Nicely done from Minnesota.
Well, let's see how this continues. The attacking rounds have been pretty straightforward. For Seattle Surge, it was all of them. For Minnesota Rokkr, it was mostly Afro having that knife fight in and around A. Just players keep challenging him close, and he can't take them away, and he's doing it again. Finds the 2, Fame finds the 3rd. One player left, it's accuracy. They'll know where he is, and down he falls.
Pressure now can be put on from Minnesota Rokkr. You can find another wave of kills, force yourself up, especially over towards this B side. In just a little bit more of an advanced position. That may well be 2 and 9. It's the double beat down onto Pred to make it 3. He's in a good position to rack up some kills here, though. Bryce, he can go farming. Oh, no.
He's not been shooting well, so might as well use the fists, I suppose. But at the moment, Seattle Surge find themselves in a stalemate. Rokkr have taken away map control. Afro, with the dead silence, looking to go farming. We'll see a player out there in the distance, but Bans will get it with a nade first.
Just staying alive in this position is as valuable as anything else for Minnesota Rokkr. Pred trying to make something happen over towards A. Mac holding his hand and finding a way through. SMG Joe. A little bit of presence over towards this side now. Afro is going to find a flank. All the rest of the team here to pinch with him, though.
Here it comes. They've been waiting. They've been patient. I wonder if they're waiting for more players. That second tick is going to come in here before Minnesota Rokkr really get into anything as well. Afro's going to fall. Cammy will find something, but that 3rd tick should go forward. And Mac goes for it as well, but no, A is not found. 27 seconds to go. It is going to be hot feet all over here for Seattle Surge. They must move.
Yeah, can't take your time now. Have to find a hit. A seems the most likely opportunity to extend that timer. Simp has found a gunfight over towards the B side, though, so Rokkr may well just send some reinforcements back over towards it, which might give you a free route through if you're Mac. He's here alongside Bans for Rokkr, who will get taken down. That should now be it for the side of Surge. Are Rokkr going to challenge this?
I don't think so. It's gone. 19 of 14, 1 minute 10 on the clock for Seattle Surge. We've seen them do this before. Get a little bit of inside control, win a few kills, straight onto B. Back hunting for Cammy, but COD timing. It goes against him. And now Seattle Surge have decided to use this time to see if they can find some kills.
I kind of want to give some props over towards Sip as well. He hits over towards B straight off the rip when they're still pushing over towards it to extend that time. And well, I may have to actually speak about what he did so well in just a second, because Seattle Surge have actually found a route onto it just far too easily. Rokkr all at sea. Vance has to do something about it. He gets taken down, and for all it was a good start to this defensive run from Rokkr, they're flailing now.
They really are, and Pred calls in the cruise. Afro will find one onto Mackie, slows it down just a little bit. Simp trying to fight for his life. Needs to keep alive. Dives out of it with 35 health. The Cammy will eventually find him. Rokkr arrive just in time. And it felt like such an anticlimax, but Rokkr were able to get there in the end. But Mac finds 2. Cammy still alive on the B point. Falls to accuracy. 26 seconds left to go. Accuracy must get onto the point. The rest of Seattle are here as well. And downfall Rokkr. It's done. That's another attack for Seattle Surge.
And again, these stats for Minnesota Rokkr, we talk about these defensive rounds being so strong from them typically. Another one falls to Surge. It's just the kills that come in at the absolute wrong time if you are Rokkr. And what Sib I wanted to talk about was what he did so well. They spawned up towards the green side, and he just pushes up towards field. He says, okay, well, there's not much time. Maybe I can get a jump. But as he finds a kill, Rokkr then have to rotate men back, making it free over towards A. And Rokkr can't push up that field side. They can't get set up in as deep as they would like to, which makes it easier for Surge to kind of just walk through secret and find a couple of kills. I mean, it sounds as simple as possible, but it's all from Sib just putting that little bit of pressure on. Made Rokkr have to readjust. They didn't readjust correctly. Seattle Surge now on the defensive side to close out the series. Rokkr gonna have to find 2 back-to-back rounds.
And with the dead silence is looking to find accuracy. And he will find it as well. Cammy combines. Is this easy now? Vance with the melee R is going to try and thread the needle versus Sid, but just cannot get those kills down.
As long as he's staying alive, though, making it difficult for Surge to try and find a retake. It's all good and well, having your SMGs, being able to do something about these players inside the point, but you've got to get there without being botted up. Vance alongside of Fame. I'm not going to need to do anything because Seattle Surge have given it up. Look at that mid-map control that they're trying to keep a hold of, though. These next few kills are going to be important.
Cammy getting straight over here as well. There's only been 4 kills total. Bants will find a second. Cammy still trying to stay alive. Has a little bit of reinforcements coming through, but they're going to be taken from basically every single angle here in the end.
Well, Spawn's coming through, helping out the side of Surge. I think it's probably because of the push coming in from Vance over towards that left-hand side. But he's trying to farm players off the respawn. Pred and Mac are able to answer. Cammy does get rid of Mac, but Pred reading that one. Knows Vance is behind him. Get rid of him as soon as you can. Now a good opportunity for Pred to push up towards the bar side. He can start farming himself here now. No worse of a player for Minnesota Rokkr to be pushing into bar on. Now we're going to find him though. Caught with his plants down. Afro will find one. Now the push can start to flow through for Rokkr. A couple of more kills and you're looking at a dangerous situation for Seattle.
First tick is through, but they lost a few players for it as well. The Bats is on Overwatch. And they are right at the back there as Sib shreds the wall to pieces and eventually finds him. Bants gets wall banged.
I think Pred's the crucial player here. Yeah, you got to get rid of Sib and Accuracy, who are on disgusting spots. But Pred in this position will slow them down to no end. You can see Rokkr, you can see number 3, number 1, Fame and Bants all looking for him. They know he's going to be lingering around here. Stun check not going to come through. They haven't a clue where he is. And eventually, with time whittling down, they'll have to give up the ghost and just hope they can turn and burn when the time does come down to it.
They're looking for Fame, trying to figure out where Pred is, but Pred is sneaky, and Pred is laying down. A few team kills have gone down, but there's nothing for Rokkr. Not a present, not a whisper. Maybe not a hope or a prayer. 33 seconds left. Maybe one big push left in them. If not, it's goodbye. It's sayonara.
Rokkr just forgive or forego the field side of the map. They wanted to go through the middle and just see if they can find some sort of piercing attack, but it may well just be this final opportunity. Bance can find one. Is that going to open things up? Bance is going to find a second. The rest of Rokkr have got to get there to help him. 10 seconds.
And Max just laying in wait, just trying to make sure that nothing happens, but Bance actually gets the third. And they've got onto this one big push here. Pred is out. He's going to find a player off the respawn and now swing into position, but Cammy will take him down. Can they survive the onslaught? There's too many players as Bance finds a force P. And he's just going to be alone. It's not going to be enough. Surely Bance finds a 5. It's one of the greatest performances we've seen from him in the entire series. Surely not. The Bance has made the difference here for Rokkr and kept them alive. We're going to round 5.
I mean, Bance just pulls it out of absolutely nothing. He's the only one that doesn't get cut down, finding his way through the middle of the map. Gets himself into tin and creates something out of absolutely nothing for Rokkr. It didn't seem like there was a hope or a prayer there. Bance finds a couple of kills, just opens it up. And then the routes become a little bit clearer. The opportunity presents itself. And Minnesota, I mean, how on earth they managed to pull that one out? I have no idea, but it's all about Bance and that play towards the back.
Nobody had that happening. Nobody thought that was real. Bance finds 5, and they find the point with seconds to spare. It's defense for Seattle. It's attack here for Rokkr. Their unbroken record rests on 1 round.
Attacks all the way through. So I suppose Rokkr, are they on the better side? Who really knows at this stage? We took that one away from the jaws of defeat. Cammy just trying to stay alive with accuracy up top tower. Always going to be an issue. It can just go for the retake here. Pred, I'd imagine this does get cleaned up at some stage. Cammy's still alive and kicking.
Eventually will fall. Not the reinforcements they want for it, because he's been sitting pretty up top for so long. And Afro will get back in here. For Seattle Surge, there is a question reverberating around the heads. Do we swing backing away in time, or do we give it up? It looks like Predator said, hey, I'm swinging. Dead silence is popped. Man is moving. And he's going to move straight back in the cover. He's like, yeah, maybe we don't take this. Maybe we don't. We've got to be. He'll be fine.
Doesn't want to waste his dead silence, which actually has just inevitably been wasted. Can't find that push through. Rokkr now trying to set themselves up along the A side of the map. Want to try and pick them apart. Seattle Surge on the right position. They are ready for it. Big win from Pred. Afro in these positions is a pain. You can already see Bance has actually turned around. He's looking for accuracy. He knows somebody's going to be towards that green side. There's the information. Afro will try and find them as the rest of the players from Minnesota Rokkr try to create something in the spawn. They may well be going back straight to their own. Back at accuracy, finding the kills. Good defensive hold over towards the B side. So far from Search.
There might be a little bit of hope, and it's winging its way on in. Mapley's been hurt as well. Simp hears it, and Fame cannot find it. The problem for Rokkr is that Seattle Surge have taken map control away. They've got Pred lurking and murking. He is just killing his way through this team, and every time he does it, it delays them by just a little more.
The kill coming in from Vance, though. They can force them back a little bit. Sibinco now have to do their jobs and lock it down with the ARs. Grenades heading in over towards Apply. Accuracy will be minorly distracted. Afro can find another. Minnesota Rokkr clawing their way up the map at the moment. Bricey, a little bit of control belongs to them now.
Time stopped. Mac in a prime position, but Afro guns him. They've still got players in the outfield. It will be Pred that falls down. Accuracy trying to play his life. He's trying to keep the pressure on so his teammates can help him out, but won't find anything. Afro versus Sim on the outside, and Safro again. It's two players for Rokkr on this one as well. Reinforcements flooding for Surge. Cammy finds Mac. Accuracy still at the top. Has to reposition to the window, but it doesn't matter. Rokkr have found the control. They are still undefeated. They are still in the series and the tournament. That is unbelievable. Seattle open up incredibly again on the control, only to fall by the wayside. And somebody go and hug Bance, because that round, he saved them from oblivion.
We talk about the impactful plays that man makes. And hell yeah, we're from the UK and we will be slightly biased towards Ben Bance always and forever. But those are the kind of players.
Wasn't very good for most of it.
No, he wasn't. But then that's the difference maker. He may well be 17 and 25. But if he doesn't make that play, if he doesn't have the foresight to push forward and just stay where he is, start to try and force them away from the back to create those routes for his team to get through, they lose the game. They're out of the tournament. They're heading home. He brings